In case you're new here, I go on art adventures. Today we're exploring Nagoya, Japan. Of Japan's largest cities, Nagoya is famously considered the least visited. It serves as the primary industrial and manufacturing area of Japan and is the home of Toyota. However, we're going to spend time in some of its amazing green spaces, including traditional Japanese gardens, historic samurai grounds, and sacred sites, and we'll also do a day trip to the historic artisan town of Arimatsu to get a greater appreciation of this often missed city. During our visit, we'll explore Japanese art history and sit down to paint the gorgeous irises that once inspired the Impressionists. At the Toyota Commemorative Museum, you can check out some of Nagoya's long history of craftsmanship, design, and technological innovation. Nagoya City was designed in a grid pattern in the 1600s when it was a strategic samurai stronghold. Even as part of the initial planning, open spaces for people were intentionally incorporated into the design, and we'll check out some of those spaces. Our first stop is Tokugawaen, which was built in 1695 as a retirement villa for one of the most powerful samurai families in the region. The landscape here was designed to mimic surrounding mountains and waterfalls, and the center pond is representative of the ocean. It's a strolling garden, and so it's meant to be viewed from different perspectives as you walk around the loop paths surrounding the pond. This is where I first encountered the irises. I wasn't expecting to see them in bloom. I hadn't even thought about it, and so I felt really lucky to be here at the right time, and, of course, decided to paint them. Impressionists like Monet and Van Gogh were heavily influenced by Japanese art, including depictions of irises, like the famous 18th century painted gold folding screens by Gogh and Hiroshige's 19th century ukiyo-e woodblock prints. The ukiyo-es in particular had an impact on Impressionism through their flat, vibrant color fields, outlines, and just bold asymmetric lines in general. They emphasize cropping out the broader landscape to focus on things in the foreground, like irises, and this compositional framing became an important part of Impressionist landscapes as well. Room for Legos. This is Tsuruma Park, which was Nagoya's first public park and opened in 1909. It blends Western-style fountains with some traditional Japanese gardens. I was super excited to see how beautiful the irises were at a lot of the gardens I visited in Nagoya. Shirotori Garden is also a strolling type garden and is meant to represent the natural landscape surrounding the area of Nagoya. It was actually originally the 1989 World Design Expo's Japanese Garden Pavilion. It's a geographically accurate miniature of central Japan, including surrounding mountains, rivers, and the ocean bay that Nagoya lies on. When I visited Nagoya Castle, the interior was closed for renovations, but they did have an exterior building where you could check out some cool art screens. When I was looking at these, what really struck me most was the use of negative space. Instead of trying to fill up every corner of the canvas, the empty space is used intentionally, and it's just as important as the image itself. It can help give shape and meaning to the objects or moments surrounding it, and it's a concept that's rooted in Buddhism, actually. It also provides an atmosphere to the picture and kind of invites the viewer's imagination to complete the scene. I felt like it enhanced the tranquility and potential and drew me into the scene. I spent a week in Nagoya after meeting up with my partner who was completing a longer language program there. I had visited very briefly before, but being here for longer gave me a chance to slow down and explore more, and I just really enjoyed sitting in the quiet spaces between all the busyness. The coolest place that I visited in Nagoya was Atsuta Jingu. It's an extremely important Shinto shrine that dates back nearly 2,000 years. It's in this absolutely gorgeous 50 acres of forest right in the middle of the city and houses a sacred sword which traditionally enshrines the sun goddess herself and is one of the 3 imperial regalia of Japan. The sword is never shown to the public, but you can approach the sanctuary where the sun goddess is enshrined, and I found it to be a very powerful experience. Also amazing for me was visiting the Okusu, a sacred camphor tree, which was right outside the sanctuary. It was planted by a priest over 1,000 years ago, and just thinking about how this tree has been here the whole time everything was being built up around it made me feel a really profound sense of time. I also found it very moving that just a few steps away from the huge sacred tree was a display of beautiful bonsai just bursting with flowers. It really resonated for me as far as different ways of appreciating and respecting nature. I wanted to learn more about Nagoya's traditional arts, and so I took a quick train ride to Arimatsu. It was founded in 1608 and is on the historic Tokaido Road, which connected Kyoto and Edo, which is the old name for Tokyo. This town has spent over 400 years honing the beautiful art of shibori, which is incredibly intricate traditional tie-dyeing. To prepare enough fabric for dyeing a single summer kimono or yukata can take several weeks and is done all by hand. The shibori artists prepare the cloth in different patterns through folding, stitching, and binding. Traditionally, indigo plants were used to dye the cloth, although other dyes are used now.
Make pleats.
Oh, okay. And then
Go up. It's tight.
Looking at the beautiful Shibori blues and indigos reminded me of the irises, and made me think of the importance of space again. Shibori artists have to work carefully to keep spaces on the fabric open and free of dye. The white space on the cloth was similar to the space on the gold screens in the castle and the quiet garden spaces in Nagoya. What are your thoughts on the importance of space in art and life? All done. Thank you for slowing down with me on this journey, and if you want to check out some more hidden corners of Japan and beyond, please make sure to tap the subscribe button and let's get ready for the next adventure. See you next time!